Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We are moments away from the undefeated champion, Floyd Kid Austin Schofield, 11-0. We will shortly be bringing him to the people. It's Flight Sports TV, man. I appreciate y'all for checking with us, man. We got a lot of things coming in store. You know, I appreciate everybody for checking out all the Kid Austin content that we have on deck. You know, we appreciate all your support. It's Flight Sports, man. It's been an epic week for Kid Austin. Hell, it's been an epic career. We're going to break some of that down this evening, so just stay tuned. It's Flight Sports. Before we do that, everybody hit that like button. Y'all know what time it is, man. Everybody just come on in here and hit that like button. We got ourselves a star-studded panel already. We getting the building cooking for my man Kid Austin. We just getting things going. We appreciate y'all. We in the building. Man, we just been doing a whole lot of things, man, here at Flight Sports, man. Appreciate everybody. Everybody go look out for Kid Austin just signing the Golden Boy promotions, too. There's a lot going on. Phonics, all access. What's the deal, Dex? Talk to the people. We live.
Oh, I like that background.
What's good, Dex?
Yo, Dex, your mic muted.
Oh, shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest shit on the streets. Man, we got Phonics led up to Flight Sports Block. Man, oh my God, what a revelation that's going to go down tonight. I know you guys saw Phonics in flight, live streaming the boxing, and Phonics was an extraordinaire, a boxing aficionado. We appreciate having such talent among us when he's in his most serious mode. So listen, we got him up here today. Kid Austin going to pull up. We're ecstatic that Kid Austin is signed with Golden Boy, a major move for Kid Austin. He signed with a boxing Hall of Famer who's a promoter as well, cross promotion with Davies Entertainment. He just finished a tough bout with an opponent for 4 rounds, and mad respect to that opponent. And we saw a whole lot of some old school type boxing. I mean, we saw some bolo punching. We saw some finting, a lot of finting, you know. We saw a lot of counter punches. Oh, he had that mad uppercut in that bout. Oh my God, I know that was painful. Listen, the guy got a magnificent cross, and it wasn't much clinching amongst the fighters, right? So that was good. It was a nice, clean fight. No growing attacks. And the jab from Kid Austin was just superb. And we seen how he put the man down on the canvas. He set him up real good. And Phonics, what you think about that, man?
Yo, it was very impressive, and like I want to ask Kid Austin when we're not asking, but basically comment when he gets on. Like, it's very rare to see a young fighter like him. And we've only seen this in the greats, and I mentioned this on the live stream that he kept it all business. Like I seen his pre-fight interview when he was laughing and everything, but when you see him in that ring, he was very determined. He was in it to do a job, and he executed as he was trained to do. And that shows discipline, that shows motivation, and that shows focus, man. And that is the heart and the vision of a champion.
Major key, major key. That was a hell of a game that we had covered the other night. Pardon me, that was a hell of a fight we covered the other night, Phonics, man. That was definitely a slugfest, man. Kid Austin was about to put him down. You said that usually you didn't expect a towel getting thrown in, but apparently that was the case. What was your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was really surprised because, anybody who watches boxing, they know Mexican fighters, man. Yo, man, they like to die on their throne, so to speak. They don't like to throw in the towel. They try to, they'll take the punishment, man. They'll take the distance. So I was very surprised. But if you looked at those blows that Kid Austin was throwing, do you want to live to fight another day, or do you want your career to end right now? So, I mean, his corner made the right decision. We want to live to fight another day. So I mean, there's nothing they could do against that power that young man had. He had too much power. He was better prepared. He had more endurance, and let's just be real, man. His punches were crisp. He was landing anything he wanted to. So yeah, man. Definitely exciting to see a young fighter like that. I like to watch the young fighters come up, and especially when you see them, first getting in there, man. And somebody like him and the Shakur Stevensons, they have a bright future, man. And they are really the future of boxing, man. A lot of the older guys, they're pretty much on their way out. I mean, I'm not saying they're old like the Spencers of the world and so on and so forth, but they really are, boxing wise. Yeah, you could do it till you 40 or 50, but you're not going to do it at the high level. So every sport, every athlete has their prime, and Kid Austin's in his prime right now. So I'm sure he's going to capitalize on that, and we're going to see him unify a lot of belts. He's going to unify a lot of belts, man.
Yeah, definitely. And it's crazy that he signed with Golden Boy among one of the top promotions. You got Top Rank, you got Mayweather Promotions. And also Golden Boy. That was definitely a spectacular pickup by Oscar De La Hoya. What's your thoughts, Phonics? Did you hear Oscar De La Hoya announce the signing of Kid Austin?
Yeah, I heard some of it, but what I will say about this, I'm very happy that he signed with a former boxer, whether it would have been Golden Boy or Mayweather, because they act more in the interest of the fighter than, say, a Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fighters, even Bud Crawford has had problems with Top Rank and so on and so forth. So Bob Arum and them. So I think it'll be great for his career, especially when you are you're working for somebody who was a former champion. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna want to get you those fights that he knows is gonna get you exposure and you're gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna want to do that. And his interest, of course, is making money, but it's to see you elevate your career. The same with Mayweather Promotions. Big shout out to both of them, man. Mayweather Promotions, Floyd Mayweather Jr., and Oscar De La Hoya, man. The Golden Boy, man. Yeah. LA right there.
Yeah, man,
No doubt. I'm just happy for the young man that we have an opportunity to catch him at the grassroots level, so we can all grow together and take this thing over the top. And we seeing that he's making these major moves. He's not just satisfied just being a prize fighter and things of that nature. I appreciate how Phonics was showcasing and highlighting his physique, his boxing style, and he compared him to one of the greatest fighters at his infancy stage. And I appreciate that. And when you look at a lot of Kid Austin workout, his regiment and things of that nature, you know that if his opponent is slacking, he's going to hit the canvas, and he's going to hit the canvas hard, because as we said earlier, this kid is about his business. You know what I'm saying? And Oscar realized that. And he was like, wait a minute, this kid is available? Wait, you're not signed to nobody?
Right.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Right.
And he hurried up and rushed that. And not only did he rush it, he went up on one of them elite hotels and say, listen, man, I got Kid Austin, and he's the real deal. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So to him, he's right now, Kid Austin to Oscar is almost like what is my homeboy name, man? Good gracious. The one he beat Oscar. He beat Oscar and then he signed with Oscar. You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about. It's slipping me too. I know who you're talking about though.
Oh my God, I can't believe. I'm sorry, I'm so unprepared to bring up his name. And he's from like San Bernardino County. He's from the IE. You know,
Yeah, I know who you're talking.
very well known and respected boxer. Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley. There you go.
Yeah. Sugar
Yeah,
Shane.
yeah. Sugar Shane. Sugar Shane. So here you got Kid Austin with some of a Sugar Shane and as well as a power punch like a Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Because he got power in both hands. And Oscar is very fortunate that this guy fell in his lap. And I believe Oscar is going to really babysit this guy all the way to the top. You follow what I'm saying? He's gonna really scope out and form a way for Kid Austin to be so global, right? Because this is Oscar opportunity to have a Floyd Mayweather in his hands. You understand where I'm getting at? So if this comes to reality with Oscar and Kid Austin, this will be Oscar De La Hoya best chance to actually have a Floyd and maybe even surpass him in record. If he's careful and if he's focused enough, he has the opportunity to pass him in record. Because, and this is why I say this. I was talking to a guy friend of mine that who is a trooper, he's a state trooper, right? And he's actually from Philly, and he done moved down to Delaware, and he's working out of Delaware, right? And based in Newcastle area. And we and him talk sometimes, and when we talk about boxing because he's like phonics. I mean, he's way into boxing. I'm into boxing a little bit, but not like these guys. You know what I'm saying? And and I was trying to explain to him Kid Austin, so I'm putting him up on Kid Austin, right? And I'm telling him, hey, this guy can beat Floyd record. He can actually go 50-0 without doing any celebrity fightings. I mean, actually just go for it. You know what I'm saying? Just all in the boxing ring. And Rocky Marciano and all that type of stuff. And he was like, oh, look, Kid Austin, I'm not really up on him. So then I showed him a few little, I actually not showed him, I sent him a few little clips on Floyd. And this dude was flabbergasted. And Floyd only got 11 fights. Because he said, this guy got so many styles. He reminded me of some of the old boxers. I'm talking about, when I mean old boxers, like some of the 80s and late 70s type boxers who come in with these various styles, a lot of trickery, a lot of manipulation and things of that nature. He's not just coming in trying to be a brute. You follow what I'm saying? And trying to throw haymakers all the time. Kid Austin, at this stage in his career, is very methodical in his approach to every opponent. He takes his opponent case by case basis and he just chops him up case by case basis. You feel me?
And yeah, let me add on to that. And yo, as far as the lightweight rankings right now, Teofimo Lopez is 16-1. He gonna lose this weekend again too. I guarantee you that Kid Austin can knock his ass out. I guarantee it. Because see, Teofimo Lopez, he's not disciplined. He was, but he doesn't have it anymore. He got a taste of the limelight and everything. Kid Austin is focused, man. He's hungry. That's what they always say in boxing. Hungry. He's hungry, man. And he's digging inside, man. And yo, he's gonna be champ soon, man. I see it.
And now we are joined by the champion himself, man. The undefeated 11-0, 9 wins by the way of knockout. Floyd Kid Austin Schofield. What's the deal?
Nothing. Chilling. I'm making food actually.
Oh, where are you shopping it out?
I already know.
Well, what's going down over there, man? Talk to me. Okay.
That's my calling. If I wasn't a boxer, I would be a chef.
Right. Yeah, we're gonna get it. I was definitely gonna get into that. We're gonna get into your talents that you got, man. How's it going? How's it going, Pops? How you feeling? Shout out to Floyd Schofield Jr.
Everything is good. We on set. So making them dinner. We tired, long days, but they get ready for another fight in 6 weeks. But
right.
Everything is good. We blessed.
Right, but I'm doing good, man. I can't call it. I'm having the best time of my life, to say the least. How about that? I'm over here with the undefeated champion, man. I'm living out my dreams, man. I'm covering, my first professional athlete, man. That we over here politicking with, and we over here talking, man. And I'm telling you, this is just the beginning, man. Y'all just scratching the surface. Before we get into 6 weeks, let's get into what happened a couple of hours ago. Uh, break this down, man. What's been the whole situation with Golden Boy? This is a major signing. How's the transition? Y'all used to the bright lights, but the lights have gotten brighter. Talk to us.
I love it. It's a great feeling. It's a dream come true to be on that stage and actually get to show my talent. So I feel beyond blessed, and I'm grateful. I won't take it for granted.
Right. How's this journey been for you, Floyd Schofield Jr.? Because like you going along for the journey. How's this journey been?
Oh, the journey been good. Now I'm going along with the journey, but I'm still manifesting.
I already know.
As a parent, you gotta manifest and still connect the bridges and stuff for your kid. But everything is blessed. The only reason we went to Golden Boy, so we get one of these champions in the ring, or some of these undefeated fighters. Because once they forced to have to fight us, then they can't run. But
right.
So I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
Saying that we need to call out some people. No, we ain't gonna call it, but I want to hear, who do y'all think Kid Austin should fight next? If they talk about stepping up opposition, because no champion can fight us right now. We too dangerous for them.
Right.
So who do y'all think we should jump in the ring with? Who do y'all think is the top guy that Floyd could possibly get in the ring with?
This is Phonics right here. This is the other guy who was covering the fight with me. I don't know if you heard him in the video. If you did, this is Phonics. Go ahead, Phonics. Talk.
Yo, what up, Chan? What up, Mr. Schofield? I think you should fight Teofimo Lopez, man. He about to fight soon. He gonna lose. And I think that you should really bury him and bury his career. He's ranked number 3 lightweight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he shouldn't be at this point, but I think you give him that work, man. What do y'all think about that?
I think
he moving to 140, so that's gonna be almost impossible.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he going up to 140 though.
But I would love that fight. Who's he fighting?
I don't know. He's fighting. I think he's fighting next week though.
That's
good.
I didn't even know about that fight.
Yeah. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I remember you, like you said, Kid Austin. You don't really follow a lot of fighters like that, man. I remember you told me you said that last time.
Yeah, because these fighters they don't reach our marks where they should be at for us to be watching.
Right, absolutely.
But I heard a lot of these fans keep putting Keyshawn in the ring with us for some reason.
That's good. I like that. I seen his fight previously on the Top Rank ESPN fight. I forgot who the guy's name he fought, but he did get caught a couple times, and I know that Kid Austin would have definitely, got the hell out the way. And I seen some openings with him. And I know you could knock his ass out. I mean, Kid Austin, you about ready to humble these guys, man. But continue. I'm sorry, I'm moving too fast.
No, I'm saying that we was slow to him. We was slow to him.
That's
him,
right.
Mark Castro, everybody that they think is in Floyd class. So we want to get him in the ring. So all y'all undefeated fighters, please call Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions.
Okay.
All now, because we want to fight everybody in this division, because we're going to be undisputed champion, a real undisputed champion. Nothing against that Haney. He had a different way of doing his. We want to clear out the division.
Right. So y'all want Keyshawn Davis. That's what that's on the table. That's who you want. That's who y'all want.
We want that next. We want everybody, but we'll fight Keyshawn next. It'll be easy.
I have a guy. And my apologies.
We're gonna get back to that. I believe he's gonna knock his ass out, but we're gonna get back to Keyshawn. Go ahead, Rave Kingdom.
Yeah, I apologize for one. My name is Rave Kingdom. I've asked you multiple questions before, so I'm glad to see you here once again on Fight Sports TV. We appreciate you every time that you come, and hope you feel comfortable to always come back and say Fight Sports TV. My thing is, I want to say this guy. His name is Ryan Garcia. I'm not specifically saying you have an interest of fighting him, but for some apparent reason, he ends up a lot of credibility when it comes to social media. I see him all over the landscape of YouTube and people shouting his name. I know he's 24 years old, a young cat, and I do know that our boy, Floyd, and he's young too. So I feel like is there? I think guy Ryan Garcia. I don't know if you heard of him. That kind of reason why I'm bringing him up is this man Ryan Garcia. He just needs somebody to humble him. You get what I'm saying? I've been seeing it all over the internet. How do you feel about that?
I feel like he's changed, and I know that's my stablemate now, but personally, I feel like he's changed. He's let like the fan get to his head a little bit.
Right.
I don't know if he's still as hungry as he was in the beginning. I don't think he is, but personally, I feel like if they gave me that fight, it would be a good fight. Of course, I would come out victorious, and I don't think it would go all the rounds, but I feel like that would be a good fight for 2023, in my opinion.
Right. Speaking of Ryan Garcia, you guys are both on record, of wanting one guy in particular, and he goes by the name of Gervonta Tank Davis. Before we get to you, what is your thoughts with the whole chirping going on with the situation with Garcia talking about this, and that? Is it you think it's just smoke and mirrors? Talk to us.
Yeah, I feel like Ryan doesn't really want that fight, but I feel like my promoter is trying to push him to that fight just to see, if he could really get. No, I'm just saying to see if he could really win that fight. I feel Ryan has a 50% chance because he's fast, he has power. The only thing that lacks, I think, is the will. Because Tank, he's gonna fight all 12 rounds, whether he's down or not. And you gotta watch out for him because he got power like crazy.
Yeah, right.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But I love boxing. I'm starting to really love this sport, man. Like I said, you already know my journey and situation, man. Like I said, I'm just loving the sport. I'm watching every major fight. This has been a crazy situation. Like every other week is something going down. It's crazy what's going on, man. I just think that the sport of boxing is in a hell of a place. I think that Tank Davis had a hell of a fight, that previous fight when he knocked out Rolly. I really watched that one, examined it, the whole nine. What I noticed from Tank was he is skilled. What I heard was he's a knockout artist, this, that, and the third. There was times where Rolly, got down on him a few, he got him, but it was crazy. That was a hell of a fight, to say the least. I just want to say that one.
But let me say something. Oh, go ahead, Pops.
That's the measuring standard is Rolly. That's what I'm just trying to find out. When we measuring greatness and measuring who these tough ones are, we measuring them by Rolly.
Right.
Or are we measuring by greatness? Like, they're not even fighting each other.
Right.
Fighting the top 10 or the number 1 or 2 guy. I mean, when they're boxing, when we stop getting rid of, you work your way up to number 1, then you can challenge the champion. And like it's just real crazy right now boxing. But these guys right now are YouTubers. Y'all got to know the difference between YouTubers and real fighters.
That's a fact. Yeah. Hey, that's a fact. And that's what I was saying when I was doing the commentary for your son's fight. How focused he looked, how disciplined he looked, how business-like he looked. Rolly was doing all that talking before the fight. And then when he got in the fight, he didn't do nothing. He was just talking. And that's what I said separates fighters from great fighters. Your son was all business. I seen him before in the interview. He was laughing, joking. When he got in the ring, his face was tight and he was ready to do work. And I think that's the essence of a champion. What say you?
In the game plan, it was the 7th, 8th round. We're going to put that man in the hospital. Floyd, if you would want it, turn off the commentators, because I don't know what the commentator was looking at. But you turn off the commentation and you look how many times that man get hit under his heart, his body. He was breaking down. Our whole game, he's a tough one. Those veterans, you gotta beat it out of them. The Mexicans, you gotta break them down with his heart, breathe, and then you drown him. So by the 7th, 8th round, that man would have been in trouble, and they stopped it because they knew that he was having trouble breathing when he went in the corner. So we looking forward to breaking these champions down because they're not used to fighting.
Right. Absolutely.
And see, and what I realized by Kid Austin is that he bringing in that that alley cat type fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fighting for my life. I'm not just fighting to get a few little highlights on ESPN or a few little stuff on Instagram and things of that nature. He is fighting to be the best boxer of all time, and you can tell by the way that he swings with those gloves. You feel me? That he it's like bringing that old. Earlier I said like it's bringing that old spirit back, but with technique that is unhurled. You know what I'm saying? He has such an unhurled technique. It shows how ferocious this man. I just can't really explain it, man. It just shows so much ferociousness when he's out there. But when you look at him, he looks like a good mild-mannered kid that needs to be at the Harlem Boys Choir. But when you get him in that ring, the guy just metamorphosed into a monster. How did that happen? How do he switch his mental like that?
You want the truth, or you want the
Give me the truth. Give me the truth. We always want the truth. Flight Sports TV, baby.
Because there's a certain thing, you know, with us melanated people, you know, we have ancestors. And if you know how to channel energy, you know how to channel warrior ancestors and everything else when you go in that ring. So your body will be in the ring, but your mind won't be in the ring. It will be a warrior ancestor in that ring doing it for you. And it might be a little too far, but some people might not understand that. But like he said, Beyonce go on stage and she got her alter ego Sasha. And with Beyonce the shy one, and her alter ego is the one that take all the risk and do all that other stuff. It's the same for boxing. Because when you pay homage, you got the altar set up to the greats, all the great ones that fell, they channel their energy right through you.
No, that's facts. I want to speak about that aggressiveness because from the previous fight, Kid Austin, how do you channel that aggressiveness? Because I noticed, you know, the guy he never really hit you, you know, but I noticed when you guys were inside, when you looked like he kind of tapped you slightly, and it looked like you just went on a barrage of shots, you know. How do you know when to control that? You know, I don't know if you know what junction of the fight I'm discussing, but when you was just on the inside and you was just teeing away, how do you know when to control, when to do that, and you know, also protecting yourself in those situations in future fights? Because you finished Sanchez off in that manner as well.
Yeah, I just like fighting, and when I see that opening, you know, where I can be able to throw a barrage of punches, I feel like I'm gonna go do it. Because at the end of the day, if he open for it and you don't take the risk, you never know. One of them punches might put him to sleep or hurt him real bad. So when I see that opening, I just hop on him. And when they land, like, man, I don't feel them punches from nobody, not even in sparring. I like getting hit.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. He love it. Well, he would love if somebody could challenge him and bang. Sometimes I tell him don't take the punches, but he be feeling like that. I need to feel it. I'm in a fight. So he's a real fighter. He don't care about that stuff. These guys are soft right now.
Okay, now Teofimo Lopez is fighting Pedro Kemper on Saturday. He's basically a nobody. But Teofimo Lopez said he would like to fight Ryan Garcia.
Now, I think with Teofimo Lopez, we got politically correct that we spoke on the camp with him when our former cousin can't get ready for the fight. So we got to be politically correct on that. So, like those types of things, I wouldn't get the answer.
Okay. It sounded like you were breaking up, but I heard what you said. You couldn't answer it. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, you're much better. Let's get to FS Promotions for 1 second. How's everything going on the business side? I see that expanded massively. Talk to us about FS Promotions. How's the business going?
Oh, the business is amazing. FS Promotion is amazing. I mean, we doing good on our side. We can't complain over here.
Right. Like I said, on our next Kid Austin video, also in this link, we will have in the description box links to get FS Promotions merchandise and much more. It's Flight Sports, man. Speaking of FS
we raise funds to help the children hospital. So that's what he do with the merch sales, is to help families, the kids that parents can't afford to take care of the bill. We help out.
Word, salute, gentlemen.
Hold on a second, finals. I want to get to my man Vashawn Champ. You know, FS Promotions. You know, obviously signed that big deal out there in Davies
No,
Entertainment.
wait, hold up, time out. He knows what is FS Promotions, so we got it's nothing wrong with him. He's still cool with me. Nothing wrong with the dude. He didn't do nothing wrong. But he's not part of FS Promotions no more, so we got to clear that one up. He part of Team Freeway Boxing and Davies Entertainment.
Right. Okay. Well, shout out Team Freeway Boxing and Davies Entertainment. Well, can you what was your thoughts on the signing? Can you speak on that? Are you happy for him? I mean, what's your thoughts on him?
I feel every man got to walk his own course. You know, because
my brother, excuse me.
It's okay.
Every man gotta walk his own course. So it's what he make out of it. Because now he got guaranteed fights. Like Cam, I don't know their contract. Cam might have guaranteed him 4 fights a year. Now it's on him to on those fights to sell merch, to do what he got to do to raise money for himself. So it's really how he work it.
Right. Okay. That's good. So, do you know what's next to the opponent? Do you have any inklings on who could be the next opponent for you guys?
We called out Keyshawn Davis or Mark Castro.
Right. Have we heard anything?
Huh?
Have we heard anything back from his camp?
They're not gonna do it. They only got 5 fights, and Mark only got 10 fights. But Mark got dropped his last fight, so man, nobody knows where Mark Castro is at right now. So.
We put it out in the universe. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
Right. How can you find like I said, it seems like there's a lot of politics in the game, you know, in order to get these major fights that you guys are looking for. It seems like it's going to be a couple of roadblocks. How do we find a loophole in here to just get to some of these dudes that we really, you know, that we know we could get our hands on, like the Haneys of the world? Is there a loophole in there? I mean, what are you thinking for both of y'all?
First, we're not going to manifest no stumbling blocks. Okay, so we're going to get that out of there because that ain't real. They ain't stumbling blocks. That's why we came to Golden Boy. They got connections where we could compete for the WBC or the WBO and become the mandatory where they either going to have to fight us or vacate their belt. So that's the whole thing. They can't run for so long. You know, all we got to do, we rank number 24 right now. A couple more fights will be ranked in the teens and then top 10. And then we'll be calling for our shot. And then we'll be taking our belts. So it don't matter.
Right. You know, like you guys you say all the time, you know, you even said it, Floyd Schofield Jr., you said that Kid Austin is the greatest boxer of all time. For both of y'all, what is it like now to see the legends now coming to the table and they really paying the utmost homage? You know, it seems like everything is being validated right before our very eyes. What's your thoughts when you see Oscar De La Hoya, you know, shout you out as such a major man on such a worldwide platform? You know, everything going on with Bernard Hopkins and the list goes on. Also, Cam Davies, you know, Davies Entertainment. You know, talk to me about that.
I'm just gonna say this one time, and one time only.
That shit little.
Nah, real recognize real.
Right.
Indeed.
What you mean? Oscar De La Hoya and Hopkins, everybody in center, even the current world champions, they see the potential in me, right? And they were at where I want to be at, or I'm where I'm gonna be at. So real recognize real.
Right. How was that travel? I know that was crazy because it wasn't like a few hours away from where you guys were located. You had to travel low distance. I seen flights and all that.
Right. 3 hours isn't nothing. That was 3 hours.
You know, you're from New York.
We had to travel sometimes 9 hours in these tournaments we used to go to. So it's nothing. We used to that.
Not me. I don't like.
But let me tell you one thing. We over there Golden Boy. So we got Hopkins, who's a legend. We got De La Hoya, who's a legend. And we got them hands-on developing him.
Exactly.
So he's already good now on top of that. So people don't have to believe I'm developing the greatest boxer of all time. The proof might be in the pudding because I was going with Golden Boy from day one. But I was going to put that out there so people could shoot that down and nobody and cause any roadblocks. But them 2 legends, that was the final piece. Now the world going to see.
Yep.
Right, I completely agree with y'all. Like I said, what's next for you guys? You know, Kid Austin, we obviously 6 weeks away. Do you know the opponent, or have you heard anything, or you just business as usual?
Just business as usual. I'm taking this week off, and then I'm right back in the gym.
Right. So you're gonna be able to eat whatever you want this week.
Yeah, he cooking crab legs right now.
Oh damn. Right. Right. That's crazy. Crab legs. What else?
That's it.
Shrimp?
He
You
just
don't eat
want crab
shrimp,
leg
right?
and butter. He don't want nothing but the butter.
Right. Yeah, that's unbelievable. So, like I
Word.
said, we ain't gonna hold you up too long. But any last couple of questions?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
can I say something? Appreciate that. Yeah, it's Rave King, and it's Rave King again. Listen, I really want to address that last fight. Okay, that last fight. A lot of these guys on the panel may not know, but I actually do pay attention. I don't know all the terms and definitions, but as long as I've actually been doing sports talk, that's what a lot of people get after me because I don't know the terms. They think I don't know it. I actually do know my shit. I just don't know all the terms and stuff. And from what I've noticed is, when Floyd punches, it's quick, but you don't know the type of power that's behind it until it's like in slow motion or replay. It's like a dunk contest. That's what I paid attention. It's like a dunk contest in the NBA. Like you can see the dunk firsthand, but when you replay it in slow motion, it's like holy fuck, he just did something crazy. And that's how Floyd swings and punches. I've noticed, and he comes at impact. If you replay it, it's like, oh my god, where did that force come from? But it was so quick, you won't even see it because everybody be paying attention to it, and it's like, dude, did you hit him? No, he hit him because he dizzy. He dizzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, I actually do pay attention. They didn't act like I don't.
Is that a corkscrew? Is that a corkscrew punch?
Well,
you see that one? You see that corkscrew? That was a nice one he did there.
You remember when you dropped them? You remember when you had dropped? In fast, like in real time, I thought it was a slip.
Now see,
that slip, y'all gotta slow.
I seen it. That's what I was saying.
Anyways, see, I told y'all that's why I said I don't know the terms and definitions, and they be on my head like I don't know basketball or sports. Nah, I just don't know the terms.
Yeah, but see, Mr. Schofield, what they don't understand is, see, when you hit a fighter with them body shots, they really never recover. Especially as devastating as they were. You kept killing his body, the liver, you know what I'm saying, right under the heart and all of that. He never recovered from that. He couldn't recover.
Word. That's fact.
You have to get weaker.
But here's my thing. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. That last match, that lasted longer than you wanted it to. Am I wrong?
Wait, repeat that again.
I said that last match, it lasted longer than you wanted to.
I don't know, cause I actually thought like he was gonna put up more of a fight, but like I said, the body shots took a toll on him from the beginning.
Right, because I noticed every match, first round 2 KO, third round 2 KO, the next match, all damn near all knockouts, right? And you got to knock out eventually, but it took us a quick sec. It took a quick sec.
Right.
But that let me know of the amazing work that you actually put it in, because it's like, okay, I didn't get you how I wanted you. I could knock you out in the first 3 rounds. Okay, but it's all good because you're gonna go down.
But the thing, hold up right there. The thing was to get him into the 7th, 8th round. We didn't expect him to quit.
Right.
We thought that him being that tough. The reason they put him in there with Floyd is because he only got stopped 3 times. And he's a 2-time world champion. So they figured that he's going to get Floyd problems. Our whole goal was to be patient, beat him up, break everything up in there, and his body make it hard to breathe, then drown him. So I believe he quit way longer than he expected him to quit.
Did you expect the towel to come out, or you thought it was going to be? It should have been sooner, or you didn't know? Talk to me about that.
I think it should have been sooner. Like after the 4th round, you see how that guy go to the corner. His legs are still messed up, and then you can see when he come out, his legs are still good. So I told Floyd to take it easy on him. Get him, but take it easy on him because the guy had 2 weeks notice, like we had 2 weeks notice, and it seemed like his corner didn't like him. The punches he was taking for real, them punches. You know, this is a 34-year-old man, y'all. 2 weeks notice saved that man. But
Right.
they didn't want to do it. Once we got towards the end, it was over. So Floyd was taking a rest break that round, and they stopped.
Right. Can you will it be any sparring with any top fighters like champions, like the Shakur Stevensons, fighters like that in the near future? Is that in the cards?
Nah, because we're gonna have to fight them. They be now in the future. So we're not gonna give away the gifts anymore. We're gonna have to wait till we all get in the ring. If we don't spar much, that's the crazy thing. We don't do a lot of sparring.
Yeah, I sparred one time last camp.
Like, why would we spar? You know how to fight, you know how to fight. We just get in this shape, getting ready for a fight. A lot of these fighters do all that sparring, and that's why their brain be messed up at the end of their career, not from the fight, but for getting ready for the fights.
Facts.
So we don't do that.
Wow. So okay. So go ahead.
Nah, but it's a good thing. Y'all about to see something, y'all. Y'all about to see something.
I already know. If there's any thing that people might not know about y'all too, what would it be?
That what people would need to know is that we gods and we creating. I mean, we watching a dream manifest, and the power of the mind is crazy. It's amazing. So, and when we say he's the greatest boxer of all time, the world gonna see it, and they're gonna catch on the end. What we talking about? But I'm glad y'all here to tune in and watch it. Slow down some of the videos and make sure y'all watch it from the beginning, nice and slow. Y'all gonna see some tricks in there that man had to go through.
Right, I totally agree with that. Well, before we get out of here, man, I want to definitely appreciate y'all, especially.
You didn't even address none of your people comments over there.
Okay.
Stuff.
Oh, all right. Well, we could definitely do that. My bad, because I didn't want to hold up the crab legs. We can get into the comments.
He's still cooking his crab legs. Right?
Oh, okay. My fault. All right. I didn't want to hold.
Don't cook them too long, champ.
Because you got the butter and everything in there. That'll be fine.
It was.
Okay, we got time. Go ahead. Take your time.
Don't cook them too long, champ.
So let's get into some of the comments. Yeah, my man Gamer says, this is Foosball Gamer. He says, if you're ready for top guys, why you fight a guy who lost his last 5 fights and got KO'd in the last bout? Some of these comments is ridiculous, Hold on. You breaking up slightly. Hello? You there?
Yeah, that's strictly gold. They put the time world champion. So no matter how many lost in the end, this is that world title, the WA world title. The guy who won knockouts, he had fights. It's like what they compare me to, the guy actually gave for it. We asked for undefeated fighter.
Hey, you real choppy. You can't.
You breaking up. You saying a lot of good jewels, and you breaking up.
Can you hear it now?
A little bit more, a little bit. As I said, so talk a little bit.
What about now?
I think so. I think we're okay.
Okay, so
much better.
We had a fighter who had 30 wins, 20 knockouts.
No, 29 knockouts.
20, but they wouldn't let us fight him.
Exactly.
So they like we trying to get the best in there. We called out Devin Haney, offered him $1 million for exhibition.
Yep.
I mean, we called out everybody else. What y'all want us to do? We tried to get him in the ring.
Oh, that. When you go and talk about stuff you don't know, man, stop the hate.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I seen some of this stuff in there, but like I said, I didn't like to get into all of the craziness in the chat because the chat can get crazy.
No, but they're entitled to their opinion. And sometimes they just don't know the business side of it. The business side got to add up. Even like, say us fighting Devin. To Devin, that wouldn't make sense right now.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't make sense. Why risk taking the loss if we could take an easier fight and make sense?
Right.
Make any sense. So calling out undefeated fighters, these guys don't want to take a loss because they figure it would destroy their brand. So we get them in, but it just takes time.
Yeah, he's very right about that. Yeah, Miss Schofield is very right about that. And that's the case that we're seeing all over boxing. Dudes don't want to take that L, just like I just said about Teofimo Lopez this weekend. He's fighting a nobody. but he's doing it just because he came off a loss and now he wants a safe win. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Until they got to face that guy in that ring, and now we just got to do it, or either whatever you know what I'm saying, governing body, you know what I'm saying, orders them to that fight, then they have to fight.
Right. That's what it. And sometimes they duck it in.
True.
Sometimes they duck it in. So boxing is different. It's different. So I think it's to get the viewers. Once you like Ryan got the viewers, so he's gonna get a fight. I mean,
Right.
he has viewers. So it's about getting the viewers right now.
And I see we passed over 100K on Instagram, and counting. Y'all look like y'all not looking back. I mean, I could see definitely a mill. I'm telling you, within a year, less than.
We got 100,000 boxing fans. They're not
right.
used. They want to see somebody get their teeth knocked out.
Damn right. Damn right.
We like old school boxing. We gladiators.
Exactly.
Damn right.
The gladiator school. Now, Mr. Schofield, Senior.
Yes.
How do you feel about the state of boxing, right? Because I'm talking about athletic-wise, the athleticism and things of that nature. A lot of the grit and the grind that comes with it, where a lot of the youth, and especially black youth, are not participating in boxing the way that it used to be when I was younger, or when you was younger, and things of that nature. They saw it as a way out, right? Now they have so many options, and it seemed like basketball get the pick of the litter, football get the pick of the litter, baseball, soccer, and now hockey is starting to come into the hood and trying to grab athletes out of the hood and put them up in hockey now. And boxing seems like they're getting what's left over. They don't get the pick of the litter anymore when it comes to the better athletes in the community. So what is your opinion on the state of that aspect of boxing?
Well, that aspect started USA Boxing. That started on the amateur level. And that's by design. Some people don't want the United States to have a great boxing scene, because you got to understand, boxing help a lot of guys come out the hood and become millionaires and feed families, that they employs families and other things like that. So by design, some people don't want that bridge to stay open. Once Floyd showed that a person could make $1 billion there, you think they really want other brothers to follow that lead? So it starts on the USA Boxing level. The judging, they got the worst judging. They get people mothers that never really boxed or know anything about boxing. So when she's judging the fight, she's not going to pick the technically sound person that's really boxing, making the person miss and hitting and not getting hit. They're going to pick that person swarming, just hitting all behind the head and all this, and judge that aggression as somebody who knows how to box. So that's just an amateur boxing. So the state is messed up. The state is messed up. They're trying to get, I believe there's a force that want to get more European fighters with titles. And so it's a bit of a sabotage in a way. But you got to really look at the behind the scenes and how deep it go. And you'll see they don't want that bridge open. But right now it's open. So y'all better run in and take it. Every boxer out there.
Hey, can I also add to that? Can I add to that real quick, Flight? And Mr. Schofield's absolutely right. And also, you had the emergence of the UFC, which I don't like, which is not as technical as boxing. It doesn't incorporate, I'm not going to say not much skill, but it's more brutal, like with the kicking and the wrestling and all of that. I'm not a UFC fan. I like to see dudes get in the ring, square up, throw them blows, and let's get it on. Even if they don't knock somebody out, I like to see the points too. You know what I'm saying? Drag somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then let's come to a decision. Boxing is old as this country, probably as old as the world, man. Dudes score up when they had an issue. And I just like seeing that. That's a man's man to me. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, So it's a lot of fans out here. A lot of people just like you, like me. That's how I feel. But, the guys got to fight each other in boxing.
Word.
They don't fight each other. Fans gonna leave. You don't get fans what they want. They just go to another supplier somewhere else to get the excitement, the adrenaline rush that they want. So it's really on boxing. Boxers got to do their part if they want to continue to make that type of money.
Well, thank y'all, man. Thank you, Kid Austin.
I got somebody I want to introduce you before we get to our next question. This is my son right here.
Okay.
So shout out Kid Austin. Say what's up, Kid Austin.
What's up, Kid
Say what's up, Kid Austin.
What's up, Kid
He nervous.
What's up, bro?
Say how you doing?
How you doing?
You good?
Mm-hmm.
You want to play? You want to fight?
Mm-hmm.
You want to get in the boxing? Don't be nervous. You say you wanted to say hi. Say talk.
Hi.
You.
Yeah, I wanted to introduce you to him, man. This is the undefeated champion, man. I'm telling you, this is a good person you need to look up to. You know, kids can be inspired by him. Okay? Yeah.
You might have a world champion sitting on your lap.
I'm telling you.
Facts. What up, Flight?
God, we got KNT Radio, York, PA in the building.
My boy Kid Austin. I watched the whole fight. Yo, you sharp, man.
Thank you.
And I want to give a shout out to your dad because I seen you switching poses. As soon as you seen the blood in the water, you start switching stances. You went from right, then he made you go to your left. You switched to southpaw and start punching him with hooks like you was punching him with his right. I didn't see that. I didn't see that, and I never seen a Mexican do Taiwan in my life. So that I never seen that. I thought he wanted to keep going, but he knew no matter how long he went, he would have lost every round. So shout out to both of y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I watched everything. And also Delphonics and Flight, y'all did a good cut. They did a very good cover on y'all fight. Yeah, I mean, I was a very good. I watched it on the Flight Sports platform.
Absolutely,
yeah, thanks, bro.
Also, Kid Austin, this is my man KNT Radio out of York, PA. He got an amazing platform coming out of PA. You know, stretching from all over 50 states. He got people all over. You know, major promoter. You should definitely take a stop over there, man. Or your interview over there. It's gonna be massive. We all gonna be tuned in.
Right.
As long as he invite us, we there.
Yeah, you invited. You always invited. Listen, with me, I'm a person like. Because he comes on Flight Sports, you know what I'm saying? You come on Spike Sports, and with you being one of the athletes, I'm only even going to allow it or even ask if Flight will offer it to me because I would rather talk to y'all on his platform if y'all rocking with him. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a dude that like to step on toes. I respect how the world moves.
Right. That's a good thing. Y'all didn't see nothing yet. To us, he was too excited for me. So this y'all gotta see it because
and I like how and I wanted to speak on it. A lot of dudes don't go from killer mode to showing love mode. And right after you won the fight, you went and gave hugs to every dude on that corner, and that's respect. Like that just shows your sportsmanship and how you raised. Because the dude, and he looked shocked, like he was like, "This is a whole other person." He came and gave everybody a hug after he just punched on me for 3 straight rounds.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's his business. He probably got a family to feed back on, so. You know, he made it out that ring. His corner stopped it, so you can't be.
Let me address this question real quick. We got another question by Music Mindset, long time friend, family in the community of Flight Sports TV. He asked the question. What did he say? Flight asked Kid Austin if he would take a fight with Rayo.
I don't know him.
Rayo?
I don't know him either.
RAYO?
I ain't never heard of him.
Never heard of him? Okay. Well, Music Mind said they haven't heard of him.
But somebody tried to plug in their homeboy. Isn't that about
You like that?
Music Mind said that's your partner that just started training at the gym.
But I'm gonna answer that. Whoever Rayo is, if we're not scared to go in there and get these champions ready for their fight, why would we be nervous of you?
That's real.
Anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Y'all top guys, we beat up y'all top champions. So, like, what? Who we got to beat?
And
I think Fool's 8-Ball Gamer must be a fighter or something. Because he's trying to come at Kid like really hard. Are you a fighter? Fools, are you a fighter?
He's trying to get himself in the door. Tell him
he's trying to get himself in the but
do his homework and
Kid, what you gonna do with him, Kid?
Come on now.
Kid, what you gonna do with him, Kid?
He didn't see what Kid Austin gonna do.
I'm not gonna do nothing with him. But at the end of the day, his name is Foosball Gamer. Like, come on.
Yeah, facts.
I'm like, he's really trying to get active. Like,
there ain't no
what are your credentials?
Huh? What he said?
Go ahead, Dex.
I was saying, foosball to put up his credentials. Let's see what you're working with, man. Maybe we can put you on the undercard or something.
Yo, but back to the fight. Yo, when I see him hitting with multiple uppercuts before he got to throw one punch out, I was like, yo, I would have been sick. If I was trying to swing on somebody and they hit me 3 times before I put my arm out and my arm just dropped, I'm like, yeah, he's good. Like, yeah, I gotta hold on. Let me step back a little bit. Like he immediately start hesitating. Then you start going on him. 3 seconds into the round. 3 seconds to the round, he in the corner already.
Hey, well, Champ, let me ask you a question, Champ. Let me ask you a tough question. Do you think that you can take the power that Tank Davis got? You know what I'm saying? You know he's a sneaky dude, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll drag you a couple rounds and then he'll throw that knockout.
We've been in camp with Tank twice.
We ain't gonna expose them.
So it ain't like I said, there ain't none of the champions out there that we worried of. But I always say that I want to wait 1 year for Tank, only so Floyd can get more of his man strength. Because he's 19, he don't even got his man power yet.
Right.
Scared of a Tank or anybody with the power he possesses. He breaks as a teenager.
Right.
So
But Champ, you put together well, man.
To take his punches. That's the question.
Yo.
Tank get hit a lot. We don't get hit. Now, can Tank take 10 rounds of him punching him?
That's real.
Question.
Them punches was hard. Them body shots added up. Like Delphonics was saying on the live. Them things add up. Then you later in the fight, you don't got that same energy. Like,
and how many people hit Tank in the body?
Not many.
Not many. That you were giving body work out.
Give away the game plan, but I don't think Tank gonna be able to stand up at 135 and he cut from 180. How you gonna fight us? He would drown. So anybody that's sitting there speculating, they don't know fighting, he would gas out, getting hit in that body coming from that weight class all the way down there fighting a move.
Yeah, and he's fast too. Cause like when Kid Austin was fighting, a lot of dudes like to throw their power shots from a little bit of more space. You were throwing power shots in the what is it? What would you call it? Like the scuffle up, like how you were throwing uppercuts with y'all standing like inches away from each other. Like a lot of dudes can't take that type of punching because for one, the unexpected punch hurts more, and then two, most dudes is expecting a power punch with a little bit of space. They're not expecting the dude just hit you with all his power from 2 inches away from you.
Most dudes don't know Henry Armstrong. They haven't studied the greats.
I don't even know who that is. Put me on. Who's that? Heavy Armstrong. Who's that?
Oh, come on, study Henry Armstrong. You got to study the greats. You got to study people that had over 100, 200 knockouts in their career. And that was fighting up weight classes, holding 4 belts in multiple divisions at the same time, defending them. I'm talking about fighting from lightweight all the way up to almost heavyweight type thing, middle class, and beating them, having them scared. Had Jack Johnson scared to get in the ring with him. And other things. Sam Langford had Jack Johnson also. That's another fighter, Sam Langford. Mm-hmm. If they study these fighters, they will see how to fight. Just because they're on the inside don't mean they're doing that to us.
Yeah.
I mean, we control their arms. You control their arms and their shoulders. What the hell they gonna do? They're not gonna have nothing to throw.
Yeah. When I was watching the fight, I'm thinking like, dang, there's nothing I can say Guerrero can do better to beat Ken Austin next fight.
He landed 5-6 shots in the whole fight. This is the champion. And then 5 rounds, only 5-6 punches in the whole fight. And people not saying that. They're not seeing that. Like, this boy just dismantled the world champion. But, let them believe what they believe. They keep naming other people and we on to the next fight. We're going to dismantle somebody.
What's up? Yo, who's your next one? Who you getting? Or they ain't lined it up yet?
We calling out Keyshawn or we calling out Mark Castro. We want an undefeated fighter that they saying is top notch. Just that
word.
Yeah, he can't. Kid Austin came on here last time, said he want to fight people with only champions or blue belts. He want, and I respect that. A lot of dudes be ducking or not even ducking. They like they said before. Delphonic said a lot of people won't fight people that their styles go against each other, where they know their style, your strong style is their weakness, so they won't fight you because they know how it will end up. But that's actually where you can get better at fighting the people that go against your weaknesses.
Yep. That's right. That's the only way you're gonna get better or get great. Like, cause we don't care about no loss. That's the thing with us. So we could take risks because we know all the great champions had losses. They took the risk And then if they took the loss, they gotta regroup, come back better, and then you see the excitement of them trying to go back for the belt. That's the excitement of boxing. So for
Right.
us, it's not risky. We having fun. You
Right.
know, we put everything on the line. It don't matter. We're gonna destroy these guys. Why?
Hey, champ, do you lift weights? Yo, because I seen that back is big, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
me?
yeah, we live with it.
Pause.
You already know. You see,
He said that back is big.
I can't
Yeah,
really.
you got big back, man. Big back, big
You
chest.
look like,
Yeah, man.
you look like the weight. His dad weights just killed him. You put your arm up one more time.
What you mean?
Yeah, look, he can't even get up. What you do to him, Floyd? See what you do to him?
He just got a massage today.
Oh, so he good.
Y'all I ain't gonna lie, y'all living large, man.
That's goals right there. You gotta treat yourself before you beat yourself.
We gotta go back in camp. I need that body running 150% because I know they got on themselves giving us another step up. So we ready. We going to camp to get ready.
Right. You know,
Yeah, and your dad right. We can't see these mixed brands no more either. I seen that Jordan outfit. I don't want to see that again.
My what?
You had the Jordans with the Adidas and all that. Yeah, you can't be doing that out here.
When I do that, you do.
Well, I seen that video. Your dad put you on game. You can't be caught wearing the Jordan 13s with the Adidas shorts. Nah, we not doing this. We can't be doing that. Your dad put you on right.
Man.
you had the Yeezys on. Nah,
Now he had the J's on with the Adidas shirts, and then I think he had a Nike shirt. He was looking crazy in match, but you can't be out here looking like that, fam.
Matter of fact, just because
You the champ, you can't be doing that. You can't be looking like that as the champ, fam.
Just because you said that, I'm gonna wear Adidas pants with some Air Force One.
No, I told him that.
Oh my God! Like, no, Adidas pants with Air Force Ones ain't that bad. That's a Philly outfit. Like dudes from PA wear Adidas pants with every outfit. That's just what they do. But when you had the Adidas shorts with the Jordans and the Nike shirt, like that wasn't that. That wasn't that.
So you from
He said wear Adidas pants for everything.
Rasheem Jefferson.
Do he still? Yeah, there's a young boxer that's pretty decent out
Say
there.
he's from Philly?
Who Rasheem is from?
No, him.
Did you say? Are you from Philly?
He's from York. He's from York.
York, but that's just a PA thing. Like everybody, we wear Adidas pants with everything. You might see a Truey with Adidas pants and a good Yeezy, but you can't wear the Adidas shorts with the 13. Like your dad told you it wasn't it.
You talking about?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. He was trying to do the jump man, but it wasn't that. That was the swing man,
I don't know.
the replica John.
Hey, don't play with me. Y'all come down to Texas, I'll school you on some basketball.
Really? They
Oh,
got
yeah?
you shooting an air ball.
Yeah, they got videos of you shoot air. Your dad is the realist. He's speaking facts. Keep listening to him. You gonna make it to the top. He already put you on the fighting. Then he put you on that mixed brand. And
Hey man, we could shadow box Kid Austin.
Nah. You. I don't want that power. He said you don't want none of that power.
Kid Austin said he got a mad crossover.
I do.
No, he might be good in ball, but I'll take him. In basketball, I think I got him.
All right, next time y'all.
I don't know, KNT. You might be light. You might be light in the pockets, man.
No, I got a shot though. I got a shot. Like that's certified. Like I shoot for real.
Okay.
Man, that's
What's
crazy.
up, fight? How y'all doing?
What's good? Shout out,
How y'all doing tonight?
We good. We got Kid Austin in the building. The undefeated champion.
I got a
11
question
and 0.
for I got a question for the champ.
Go ahead.
Congratulations on signing with a Golden Boy with Oscar De La Hoya. Man, that's a blessing, man. That's an honor to get that cosign. So I'm happy for you there. But I got a question for you, realistically. What can you say is your style? What is your style? Because in my opinion, after seeing this last fight, your style is kind of one-on-one. Is kind of like hybrid, kind of unique. So please explain to me how your style is going to help in the next boxing match. If you do.
My style is whatever my dad would style. Damn. My style is just whatever game plan my dad gives me. Whatever he wants me to do in that fight, I'll do. He'll tell me to box, and I can box. If he wants me to go get the fighter, I turn into an aggressive fighter. If he wants me to stay outside, it just all depends on my dad. But like if I see something like I take it. But like for me, if I want to fight, like I feel like I'm an aggressive fighter because I love fighting. So I'm gonna always come forward. I'm gonna come forward fighter. I think, in my opinion. So.
Right. That's crazy. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Tommy. He said respect. You definitely getting a lot of props out there. How do you deal with all the critics, Kid Austin? Because obviously you got a love. You get a lot of love. What do you deal with some of the critics? Because like I said, obviously as we've been upping the intensity, you know, these people roll in the chat and the comment section, you know, and they chirp. How do you deal with that, with the things that they're saying, you know, at your age and, you know, at this stage in your career?
Oh man, I'll be cracking up, like especially when I be scrolling through these whack comments, yo. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one in the good position. You watching me at the end of the day.
Facts.
So, and then I know what I can do in the ring, and I know what I've been doing with these champions and sparring. So it's gonna come to light. But you know, it's a difference between being undefeated in the ring and being undefeated on the couch watching boxing.
Y'all both undefeated, but somebody actually.
Now, Kid, hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. Now, Kid, is it true that you haven't fought a fighter in your weight class, or that just more hate?
Yeah.
You chopping up.
You're starting to break up a little bit.
So basically, that's not true. Then you have fought fighters in your weight class, amongst your weight class.
It's called weight.
Dang, you guys are breaking up bad.
Yeah, it's pixelated.
Yeah, y'all breaking up pretty bad. Y'all saying some good stuff too. My fault. All right, that's cool. Let me know.
Shout out the flight.
I think their Wi-Fi. I think it's their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, shout out the flight with another banger, bringing on the champ. He did not he just TKO'd somebody on Saturday. Guerrero. Watch the flight on Flight Sports TV. Great commentary. Y'all sounded very educated. Shout out to Flight and Delphonics once again.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
I was watching the whole thing. I was interested. I was like, yeah, you had me like, yo, I'm like real rap. Like, you were speaking on how they don't quit and they don't give up and they don't throw the towel in. And then when it happened, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
It had to be, his body had to be hurting. His body had to be hurt, Phonics.
Yeah, he got tore up, man. Yeah. But they usually don't give up, man. You know what I'm saying?
Real rap.
Yeah, they usually don't give up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're not trying to do that Roberto Duran.
Yeah, no moss.
And Sugar Ray thing. No moss. Exactly. See, they're not trying to do that. They vowed as fighters.
Right. No moss.
Never, no moss, no more.
Phonics even said it in the live stream. He hit that man 3 times before Bull got to throw a punch out.
Yeah.
And they were power pose though. That's what was so crazy. When you got hooked, you ain't get jabbed 3 times before you swung. You got uppercut hooked 3 times by both hands.
Yeah, Kid Austin still not coming through.
That combination was crazy.
That combination made him rethink his whole life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not rushing that. And if you went to go swing on somebody with your power, you got hit 3 times. Brutal.
K&T, that jab though. You didn't see the power that was in the jab?
Well, mostly what he did was, you know what I'm saying, he was killing his body. Then he went to the head. So once you kill the body, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the young man was doing. He was tearing them up in the body, man. You know what I'm saying?
And the way you explained it in the first round, he said, yo, watch how these body blows affect the later rounds. And I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on. And then he kept hitting him in his body. And in the second round,
But Phonics was very disrespectful. He said, "Oh man, this guy just came for a check."
That's what it looked like when you fighting somebody. Though.
That was funny. He made me laugh.
I was like, man, Phonics is a fool.
That's what it looked like.
No, but if you saw the kid,
it looked like that.
For real though, but if you see the kid box, like K&T, like what was the kid doing? Like, did you see how the kid was boxing?
You gotta remember, boxing is way.
Was one big jab.
Yeah, but hold on, y'all. We just have. Yeah, but Mr. Schofield had just told us that he took it on 2 weeks' notice, and the dude was 34. You know what I'm saying? So that maybe had a lot to do with it also. You know what I'm saying? But he still, as an athlete, he's supposed to always be ready though.
Listen, you give me 2 ways to fight somebody. I'm definitely gonna be throwing something. But you got to remember though, when you get hit differently, like when you know when somebody better than you, for like you know what I'm saying. You know when you outclassed. You feel me? Like when he jumped in that ring, it's different. Like I had my experience like that. I tried to play ball with some college players, and I realized I'm in the highest level of basketball I ever played in my life. I had no chance out there. These dudes is at the regular park running offense. I'm like, yo, these dudes is running screens. I'm getting hit by 20 screens in the pickup game. But the same thing with boxing. You can fight and do your thing, but when you go in there and dude is really out here outboxing you, out punching you, doing everything, you be like, oh man, like you don't got that same energy after a while. Delphine, what you think?
All fighters go through that. You follow what I'm saying?
It's hard to go through that when it happens.
Hold on 1 second, Marquez.
Right.
See, all fighters,
ahead,
even Oscar, even Sugar, even Ray Leonard, even Marvin Hagler, even Floyd Mayweather, all these boxers, Canelo, all of them go through that phase where they get fights on a moment notice. You know what I mean? They had that. If they sit down and tell you the story, it's almost it parallels to what Kid is going through.
I have to disagree a little bit. Not when they had a name. You know what I'm saying? He's a young fighter.
No. I'm not talking about when they have a name.
Okay.
That's different.
Okay.
I'm talking about on the way up. On the way up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, on the way up. Because he only got 11 fights. Kid only got 11 fights.
And Teofimo got 16. So he got 5 more. You know what I'm saying? But Kid Austin will knock his ass out. I can guarantee that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though Teofimo Lopez, he's fighting this weekend and he's fighting nobody, and it's going to be on ESPN. He went up to 140. Kid Austin will knock his ass out. That's a
But did everybody understand what I was getting at, though?
The Bo Guerrero
that to be convoluted. I want that to be understood about Kid Austin, okay?
He's a different breed.
All fighters go through this phase where they have to, get fights on a moment notice and things of that nature. But whoever gets in front of you, you're supposed to destroy it. That's how you keep climbing up that ladder. You understand what I'm saying? You don't get these guys on moment notice and then you struggle with them. That's what brings a hesitancy amongst the bigwigs if you're ready to get into the limelight. When they bring up these guys in front of you, I don't care if they got them off a bar stool. I don't care if they pulled them out of a taxi cab. I don't care if they went to Roto-Rooter, the plumbing franchise, and get them out of that. Well, whoever they put in front of you, you destroy them.
Facts. But we got.
Hey, I'm about to ride though, man. Y'all gentlemen enjoy the show, man. I'm about to ride, man. You know
Could also have some technical difficulties. We keep cooking up on the boxing side. I'll set things up for what's going on next.
All right, y'all. Be easy.
Yeah.
Yo, Flight.
I'm here with you.
The Bo Guerrero got 42 fights though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I say he had a lot of fights. Yeah,
so he definitely. But he just got outbowed. He went into somebody who was just better. Fam. Kid Austin looked amazing. Fam. I ain't gonna lie. He looked sharp. He looked good. He looked fresh. Came out of there like his dad said. He probably got hit 5 times. He was defensive. That boy's sharp, man.
Most of them was love taps.
Yo, he was
tapping them.
Yeah, like sliding across.
I was watching that fight, yo, and I was like, this is crazy. It's like I never seen somebody that young, that much talent. He can literally play any way he wants to.
Yep.
Because you know why I asked the question, what is his style? Because he's still a young boxer. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, right, the more fights he hit, right, the more he'll be well into with his own fighting style. You hear me? To the point where his dad is just telling him, hey, you already know what your style is. You just hit the hits when you see him open. You see what I mean?
Yeah. That's a fact.
I say this to say this, though. All these people hating in the comment section are the same people 20 years ago before hated on Manny Pacquiao when he was a 15-year-old kid who had to lie about his age and had to fight up. A lot of people don't know this. Manny Pacquiao had to fight up to even get an opportunity to be considered a champion in boxing. Just because somebody's small and just because they're young, you cannot count these young guys out in the boxing game. Devin Haney killing it. Ryan Garcia killing it. Tank Davis killing it. Kid Austin is killing it. And if we're being 100% honest, I know his dad is taking the son. They're taking the fight they can. I'm telling him, if he keeps knocking out people at this rate, he gonna get Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, or a Ryan Garcia fight. Now I don't know about y'all, but that's great boxing right there. A young man fighting boxing with his passion for the love of the game, going up against one of the top boxers in the world and holding his own. Do y'all realize the story that can be?
Where
that's the legacy starter right there.
Yeah,
that's my crazy.
Like the Kid Austin's record right now, like does he say he's starting off 11-0? He TKO against Cesar Aguilar, TKO against Jonathan Conde, TKO versus Mike Fowler, TKO versus Danny Flores. He had a unanimous decision. Then he had another TKO against Roberto Amausen. Then he had a unanimous decision against Pedro. Julio Sanchez, he won in the first round. TKO. Juan Lopez, another TKO. And then Guerrero, another TKO. Like, he's just outboxing people, bro. That's the best way to explain it. Like, he's really just punching on you. And like he's doing everything he wants while you can't do nothing. He got that Mamba mentality, man.
Most of these boxers KNC,
huh?
Most of these boxers fighting KNC that I watch and stuff are just some of these boxers that we know and love are run trick ponies. They rely on the power punch. For example, Deontay Wilder. Why is it when Deontay Wilder goes against somebody who got the same power as him, he knocks him out, right? But he goes up against a guy like Tyson Fury, who's a more technically skilled boxer, and he beats him. You want to know why? Because when it comes down to it, it's the technique always wins before the power.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you got them fundamentals.
So,
like what we was just
what about Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, but they're one trick ponies because they rely more on their power. They don't really have technique like that. Devin Haney's better than them because he got better technique.
But I think with Kid Austin with more weight, he can beat them. And the reason I say that, because everything Guerrero forced him to do, he was good at. Like it's like somebody some to your left in basketball, then he starts shooting left hand one off the glass, one-handers. Like, damn. Same thing. They put, like I told him, I asked him on Kid Austin earlier on when he was on the chat. So I'm just like, yo, like it's crazy how you were switching stances like that. Like they switched him, he pushed you to your left and you switched to southpaw. And the crazy thing is Guerrero's a southpaw, and he was better than him at his own thing. Punching on him with the left hand. Body blows, uppercuts, the whole package. It wasn't just a one punch here and there. He was giving him the work.
Mm-hmm. It was one punch in the third round.
Talking heavy, but Bull did lose 9 in a row. I just looked it up. Guerrero, he definitely lost 9 in a row. That's one thing he did say that was facts.
Hey, but foosball. Hey, foosball. The young man said his stuff out of his own mouth. You watching him, and you making decisions and opinions on him. He's not worried about you.
Exactly.
The kid is 19 years old, in his prime. He just signed the Golden Boy boxing.
Yep.
By one of the greatest boxers, the Oscar De La Hoya. That's second coming better than getting a Floyd Mayweather cosign. You think he care what you think in his conversation, foosball? He can't. Do you know how much money he probably got from that fight? Probably more than you've seen your whole life.
Facts.
No gun boy paying him over here. Man, keep that same energy to yourself.
Yo, listen to this. Kid Austin got, out of his 11 fights, he got an 82% KO percentage.
That's very good.
That's different.
Most,
That's different. That's really different. Like, he's KOing, he's TKOing you, or he putting you down.
And you know what? You know who had almost close to that percentage at that very same age?
Who?
It's a man that boxing loves. Undisputed, the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in the world. Mike Tyson. You look at his boxing, his knockout percentage. Mike Tyson, at the same age, 19 years old, coming up in the division before he was, becoming popular, at 84% knockout percentage. That's some good company. I know you can't. He's like, wow, I know a lot about boxing. That's some good company to be in.
That is good competition.
That's some great company. Like, for him to be 11 fights in and to have that knockout percentage, a lot of guys boxing till they're 34 years old and have that knockout percentage.
Yeah, he got 9 KOs out of 11 fights.
Right.
Bad, bro.
Well, listen, Kid Austin, we're going to pick up that conversation earlier. He just hit us up. His connection issues is crazy. This was definitely a hell of an interview for us right here on Flight Sports. Be on the lookout for more Kid Austin content and more. Follow KNT Radio on Instagram because there's a major interview coming up with Kid Austin. Y'all be on the lookout for that. We pulling back up in about another half hour or so. So everybody buckle up. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, man. Right. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.